So here we are at the 11th hole at San Martin's. I found myself in a really tough bunker, one of the deepest ones on the golf course. I got a big face in front of me and it's a really tight, high shot to a really tight pin. There are a couple of decent setup changes I have to make in a bunker on a face like this. It's not just a standard splash shot. I am going to have to get this ball higher and stopping faster. So setup changes, all I'm going to do is get my stance a bit wider than normal. I'm going to make sure I've got a lot of my weight, 70-75% is on this lead side, and I'm going to really feel like I'm sat down into this lead side. I don't want to have too much weight shift on here. I'm trying to think of it a little bit like an underarm throw. It's not a power move where I'm getting my hips into it. My lower body's going to stay quite stable, and I'm going to really try and feel it's a nice soft underarm shot. So what I'm going to do is just very simply get a nice wide stance, get into this left side, and I'm going to get my hands and body relatively low to the shot itself. I don't want to feel like I'm standing up tall. I want to get my hands nice and low, because what that does, especially when I open the club face up, is it gives me this ability to keep the club face open for longer on the way back, and more importantly, keep it open going through. Have to remember, when you open a club face up, the heel starts to rise off the ground. So by lowering the face slightly, lowering the heel actually just balances it out and just makes that club face nice and flat. So what I'm going to do, nice and wide into this lead side, open the face, hands nice and low, and just make a nice wrist hinge going back. I want to make sure that club face is staying nicely open up here, and I want to try and keep it open going through. So let's hit one and see how we get on. Oh, that was all right.